At Center Square Garage, I'm looking to put a payment machine at the entrance to that garage, or that garage we use for event parking at night. You know, pay a flat fee, accept credit card, and so the security guard does not have to enter the cash at that location. I'm also meeting with AutoView, which is a LPR vendor. LPR standing for license plate recognition. What I'm looking to do is to transform our residential permits from a decal system to a license plate system. So people would come in, register their vehicle, and instead of getting decals put on, their license plate would be registered in the data bank. And then eventually enforcement would have a license plate reader camera on the vehicles, and they would go up and down the street, and if they hit the license plate that's not in the database, they would be signaled. And then obviously we would have to take into consideration visitor permits. So if the visitor permit's hanging, and they would go on. If there's no permit attached to the vehicle, then that person would be given a summons. Along with that, I'm looking into this vendor has also partnered with Park Mobile. They handle pay by phone at meetings, and I'm looking to piggyback with this AutoView and get Park Mobile into it to handle the pay by phone at the parking meetings, and the same system would work where the people would put in their license plate. Obviously, the license plate is registered when you sign up with Park Mobile, and then they would scan the street if they get hit, and you have to see if someone paid the meter or if it's through Park Mobile. So hopefully, so this LPR system is, based on the latest technology. That's the way the parking industry is heading at this point in time. We're looking into possibly including that in our garages as well. Cars come in, get their license plate, cars leave, the license plate based on the time they came in, the time they left is will be charged to the vehicle. So it's almost like a ticket system. So I'm just keeping the board informed in what direction I'm looking to take on this technology. The current lot, this is the surface lot, a small surface lot facing the courthouse. Since that facility is closed, and we are not demolishing it anytime in the near future, I'm looking to add 24 surface spaces, basically wiping out the traffic islands that were there and expanding that surface. So it probably would be approximately 42 spaces, 24 additional spaces in the downtown area for short-term parking. Here at Gateway Garage, there's an entrance on Wall Street into the lobby. It looks a little dirty. It's all concrete. So I'm looking to do an epoxy coat, like a gray epoxy coat on the floor, and dress it up a little bit, keep it clean looking, and some of the prices as far as that goes. And the last thing I passed around signatory cards. I don't know if they're signed. Just need to update that. So I want to sign that, and that's all I got for now.
Okay, good. You want to, is there a finance update you'd like to?
Yeah, I have a finance update. If I may. All right, just some items I want to point out. What you're looking at is the consolidated for January. There are under the budget figures, there are two figures that were included in the budget that we did not receive the funds this month, which is January. The big nut was $7.9 million, which we're getting as air rights from the Gateway project. We did receive the money, just we didn't get it in January, it's under miscellaneous revenue. We did receive the money first week of February, so that would be reflected in next month's financials. And also we have not received the payment to Eastern Avenue from Borai as of yet, because he still is doing his due diligence. So if I subtract out the 8.6 million, we're basically running even as far as actual for the budget. Under revenue, for expenses, we're 6% below budget, and for the month of January and obviously year to date, we're 4% above budget for net income. I also had, I guess, emailed the AR aging. If anyone has any questions on that, I can answer them. Otherwise, the only thing I have left for finance is the resolution to approve the 2013 authority budget, which I could do at final resolution.
Okay. Council, do you have anything for us on that?
No, you don't.
Do any members of the public have any comments they wish to make?
You mean about anything?
Anything.
Or,
Yes, sir. Well, hopefully related to the parking plans, yes.
oh, yeah. But I will just, okay, the reason I'm here tonight, by the way, I wanted to say that this isn't part of what I came for, but when you mentioned the license plate readers, I have been complaining at city council meetings for a couple of years when they started giving tickets out at the lights, reading license plates. I have said over and over again, and one of our police officers, top police officer in New Brunswick, he's sitting right there, but I think he doesn't have his hearing aid on. I'm saying that the frames people put around their license plates, in many cases they are blocking a reading, a complete reading of the license plate. I would like to see the Attorney General of New Jersey tell the police throughout the state, first a warning, but then to tell them they need to do something about getting the proper number, reading it, being able to read it, because I don't see how they, so many of these, some of them are dealer license frames, others are frames that people buy in the auto store, but you cannot see the complete plate, and I think that's unfortunate.
If I say, I was going to say that unlike the traffic light, all right, the fellows would be there to see the license plate, so they've done a check number at that point in time.
Or as far as your system
Yep.
is concerned, yeah. But on these traffic lights out downtown New Brunswick here, I don't know how they can get a proper reading on them. It was not quite that situation, but back some years back here, I got a notice from Newark. I got a notice from Newark that I owed them. I hadn't shown up for a ticket, and I was working at that time, and I had to take off from work, and I had to get a note from my employer regarding the day, because I hadn't been in Newark for several years, but here they were giving me a ticket. I had to end up going to court up there, and it turned out that the meter person had read the number wrong. But if they had looked at it, it did not, the color of my car, the make of my car, nothing agreed with what they had on the ticket. But unfortunately, otherwise I could have had to pay for this parking ticket up there, so that I'm not happy with relying upon these people for that sort of thing.
Do you have something else that you'd like to add?
Yes. Yeah, the reason I came here is down on Byers Street. right across from City Hall, between City Hall and the courthouse. You have put in, on these meters down there, you've got 12-hour meters. And the first time I happened to notice this, I was upset about it, because 12-hour meters, there are many people down there that are going in. Well, I'm trying to say that that's what.
What I'm telling you to go over, so I'm asking you just to
Okay.
be very focused on the
Okay,
board.
let me also suggest that you review that, because when the public comes here, when you say that they can have 3 minutes to talk, I would accept this in Nazi Germany, but I have a little problem with it here.
Mm.
We're open to like your
Yeah.
comments on leaders, but that can be more focused and tell us what the issue is.
Okay. 12-hour meters. There are people that come down to go to the surrogate's office, to go to the county clerk's office, and they need to be able to park somewhere near,
That's correct.
and they're not able to.
No, that's not correct, because the meters are not, you don't have to buy 12 hours.
No.
You can purchase up to 12 hours. And the reason why they are 12 hours is that you have people that took advantage of the meters and parked there. So what they have to do then is, if they want to park there for that length of time, and very few people do this, so they have to purchase for 12 hours time. We have a problem with handicapped parkers who take advantage of the law that says if you pay whatever the meter rate is, because there used to be 2-hour meters, they would come in, pay for 2 hours and stay the entire day. So actually, the purpose of the meter is 12 hours, and you can buy a half an hour if you want.
But not if there's a car parked there already.
Clearly not, Mr. Stewart. It's cheaper to park it out facilitated, where the rate is cheaper than paying for 12 hours at the meter.
If you're
So
coming-
that's the purpose of it.
If you're coming to the county meeting, county courthouse, or not the courthouse, but the administration building, what public parking do you have available?
The on-street meters, and then the metered lot that is next to the TV bank, Mr. Stewart.
The TV bank.
The cultural center lot,
Pardon?
cultural center lot, behind the state theater.
Mr. Stewart,
There's a,
you're gonna have to deal with your issue on it at another time. You're already down with the 5 minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes on this issue.
I was told here to come in here and to talk about it, because at the city council meeting, they knew nothing.
We just explained to you perhaps after the meeting, if you want to have a little bit more dialogue, and we have to try to stay for 6 pages.
Very good. I'll stay.
Okay, other comments? Yes.
Kratovil, I just wanted to ask, I read in the whole news review, report about the folks who were trying to come up with stealers from the parking authority. I noticed it was uncharacteristic of the executive director to not get back to the report that he always gets back to. I just wanted to know, now that that information is out there, now that that's been published, does the authority have any response to it? What is being done to prevent this from happening again? And what steps are being taken currently?
I mean, since we discovered the theft? Yes,
Certainly.
yeah, we've taken any number of steps to increase the overall the financial security of the authority's cash. We have put in additional checks and balances. We have additional oversight of the people who are responsible for maintaining our cash accounts. We changed auditing firms. Obviously replaced a number of staff members, and I think we've done a lot of due diligence to make sure that we control the authority's revenues in a way that's appropriate.
Thanks very much. I guess, other thing I wanted to ask you, Chief, is if anybody expects in the future, going forward, stuff you have to get in places that are in the roads.
Well, I think that controlling the business like this is an ongoing management issue, and we make changes as we identify issues and as we see the board's working.
And is there a specific responsibility to the homeless to do?
No. I don't know specific responsibility.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
You have a comment?
Yes, I have a practical concern. It's about the size of the boardroom here. I mean, I was kind of happy to see that more people got interested in this. But that raises another issue. If more people come in, then we need to find space. I'd like to know whether the board has accounted for that possibility. If more members of the public come in the future, I mean, we would need to find a place to put chairs.
Get more chairs.
We're fine. Yeah, we would.
That's what I'm saying.
No, thank you. Any other public members have comment? Okay, thank you.
All
Any
right.
board discussion that hasn't already been brought up? Okay, we have a number of resolutions. On the resolution, can I get a motion to accept the payment resolution for February?
Yes, I do.
I'll put that one in the I'm sorry. Oh, let's put that off till the end. You want to explain number 2, Mitchell?
Yeah, number 2 is, we got to put out an RFQ pursuant to the fair and open RFQ process for a bond counsel. We did not receive any responses when we originally put it out. Since that time, we put it out again, and this time we did receive a response from Len Stolman and Spitzer. So I'm asking the board to approve Len Stolman and Spitzer to be our bond counsel for the year 2013.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve that resolution? And a second? All in favor? Aye. Number 3?
Number 3 is a resolution. What I mentioned before is that I'd like to have the 2013 authority budget approved at this meeting. This number 3 is a resolution for the late filing of the 2013, basically explaining that the accounting firm Witham Smith & Brown performed a statutory audit of 2011 financials that was completed in late November 2012, and therefore, until we had the correct numbers for account balances, we could not move forward with the budget until this time. So that's that resolution. Then I have the resolution for the budget itself. If I may. Basically, this annual budget introduces total revenues of $34,002,512, appropriations of $28,516,937. The capital budget is appropriations of $1,137,788, and of that, unrestricted net assets to be utilized for the capital budget is $647,788. And so I'm looking for the board to approve that. And then we also have 2 leases. One is to lease a portion of the Rutgers, the old Rutgers bookstore, to Roanoke for Governor. That's approximately, going to use 1,500 square feet, and we based it at $1,000 a month. Do you have that? I'm sorry. $1,000 a month for rent, and that's month to month, obviously, through November. And lastly, I have a resolution for Gateway lease agreement with PNC Bank. This is at the corner of Easton and Somerset. It's 2,247 square feet of retail space, which is owned by the New Brunswick Parking Authority. The term of the lease is 20 years, plus 4 5-year options to renew, and the lease begins March 1st, 2013, and ends February 28, 2052. This lease negotiated rate of $5,617.50 per month, and a common area maintenance charge of $2 a square foot, as well as an imposition charge of $4.50 per square foot per year for years 1 through 5 of the lease term. With rent increases as per the attached schedule for the remainder of the lease, and the attached schedule is so basically cost per square foot years 1 through 5 is $30, years 6 through 10 is $31.50, years 11 through 15 is $33.08, years 16 through 20 is $34.73, and then we have there's 4 option years, 4 5-year options of $36.46, $38.29, $40.20, and finally $42.21. I'm looking at that.
Has everybody had a chance to look at the family resolution? Any questions? Okay, if there's none, can we just do one letter like consent for items 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like the resolutions to approve the consent? First and second.
I'll second.
In favor? Thank you. Right, Mitchell, full business.
Okay, wellness, let me just give you an update of where we're at, what we have remaining. Gingoli and Truval, which is the electrical contractor, they have skeleton crews remaining on site, tying up loose ends and punch list items that remain. All the cameras are up and running. We're looking to put additional exterior cameras to be installed by the end of March. Let's see, we rekeyed all the utility rooms and any other rooms in the garage with a multi-lock key system. And the repaving work at Patterson and Joyce Kilmer will be completed in the spring, allowing us to get our permanent CO at the wellness. The other item I have is the update on the electric charging stations. I'm told by the manufacturer that they will be shipped the second week of March. We located at Gateway on the 4th level on the Eastern Avenue side. There are 4 spaces right next to the elevator, in which we'll have 1 unit mounted. Again, you're able to charge 4 vehicles at one time. And then obviously we're going to have signage in the deck guiding people to the electric car charging stations. And then we also have at the wellness, we're going to have on the 5th and 6th levels with signage and alongside the electric charging stations on the 5th level will be a tire inflation station. So people have low anime tires, they have a place to fill up. So we're going to dress that up nicely and also put proper signage to direct people where to go to use the station. 4th level at Gateway, 5th and 6th on wellness. And the reason we have to do the 5th and 6th is because we have the sensors for short-term parking on the 3rd and 4th levels of wellness. So obviously you can't have someone charge their vehicle after you've gone in 3 hours. And that is all I have for all
Okay.
business.
Any new business that?
I have no new business at this point. I do have closed session which entails personnel issues.
Okay. Can we get a motion to go into closed session? Second. All in favor?